People don't seem to get it, but the truth is, in certain instances, Wike can revoke your land in Abuja and nothing will happen. Nigerians need to understand that the law is not sentimental, it is clearly spelled out, and the truth is, those in power can use these provisions to their advantage. Talk about land ownership in Nigeria. Do you know that no individual owns land in Nigeria? According to Section 1 of the Land Use Act 1978, all lands are vested in the governor of a state, and he's to hold this land in trust, and administer it on behalf of the citizens of Nigeria. The meaning of this is that when you're allocated a land in Nigeria, what you're given is a certificate of occupancy, right? Giving you a tenure of 99 years. So you're just allowed to occupy that land for 99 years, after which you need the governor's consent to get another tenure of 99 years. So why is it that Wike can just revoke your land in Abuja and nothing will happen? The truth is that the Land Use Act gives him the power to do so, because first, you do not own land in Nigeria, and two, there are certain provisions that have been, created, certain instances where the governor can revoke land in a state, in this case in the Federal Capital Territory. Section 28 sub 1 and 5 provides for when the governor, or in this case the minister, can revoke your property. So section 28 sub 1 states that the governor shall be able to revoke your property for the purpose of overriding public interest. And section 28 sub 2 explains what overriding public interest is. So in this case, if maybe the government needs your land for the construction of a road, for the construction of a school, for the construction or for mining purposes, or maybe there's oil found in your land, your land can be revoked, legally in this instance. And usually in this instance, compensation is given. Another one is if, you contravene the terms of the grant of allocation. So for instance, when you are allocated a land, you're supposed to pay ground rent. You're supposed to do certain things, to maintain that allocation. You're supposed to use the zoning in that allocation. If you contravene this provision, your land will be taken away from you. And now this is the problem with many of you, especially in Abuja. Like I said before, some of you didn't pay ground rent, your land was revoked. Some of the lands you people bought, area council lands, AMAC lands, were allocated for places that had been designated for commercial purposes in the Abuja master plan, or had been dedicated for roads. Roads. My man just had her land revoked like last week from FCDA in Day. She bought it like 10-15 years ago. But the problem was that place was designated for a road. It's a sad thing, but the government actually has rights to revoke your property in this instance with no compensation. So if it's revoked for overriding public interest, you will have compensation. If not, if it's revoked for anything else, no compensation will be given to you, right? So that is basically it. This is why Wike can revoke your land and nothing will happen, like I say, So you have to be on the right side of the law. And I think in the next video, I'll talk about compensation and the different kinds of compensations that can be given in terms of revocation.